Crunchwrap Supremes are my guilty pleasure. They always have been, and they always will be. I'm not a huge fan of McDonald's. I'm not a huge fan of Wendy's. I'm not especially a huge fan of Burger King. So Taco Bell is that thing that every once in a while I will get. When I go, I will get a Crunchwrap Supreme. Today, we are going to compare a real Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supreme and Remington James's Crunchwrap Supreme. See how it stacks up, if it tastes better, tastes worse. It's a little bit different than the real Crunchwrap Supreme as far as ingredients, but I'm gonna give it a go and we're gonna see what happens. So this will be the first ever versus review. I will give you an actual rating based on the Crunchwrap itself, and then I will also give you a rating versus the Crunchwrap from Taco Bell. Like this video and shout out to Remington for coming up with all of these different recipes. Most of them have been bangers and I cannot wait to try this Crunchwrap recipe. Oh, and subscribe on Insta if you haven't already. There's a lot going on there as well. Without further ado, let's get into it. We start weighing out our spices, and I'm weighing out double the amount because I'm making 2 Crunchwrap Supremes. So we got our chili powder, our paprika, our oregano, our salt, and our red pepper flakes. Then we got our meat, spray down the pan, and add it. This was honestly a really easy recipe to make. Well, besides the one detour coming up here. I spread the seasoning all over the meat once it's almost cooked, and I'm breaking it up so they're small pieces just like the Crunchwrap would have from Taco Bell. The meat is cooked, so I wash my pan and spray it down so I can soften my tortilla to add the ingredients. I weigh out my cheese in the meantime, and then I add my cheese to the tortilla, then the pico de gallo, and then I put my tostada. But oh wait, I was supposed to put the burger meat down, but my lovely friend did not let me know that. That's okay though, it's all about the recovery skills. I take it off, I put my meat down, I add my cheese, pico de gallo, and tostada once again, and then I add my refried beans. I spread them out with my finger, nice and easy, no problem there, and then I close my Crunchwrap. And I'm like, man, it's kind of weird that the beans are on the outside when my lovely friend does not fill me in again that it should be flipped around. At this point, I'm a little frustrated, but it's all about the recovery skills. So I open it up, I flip it around, and we close it again. No problems, Nick. No problems. I spray the pan down and I add the Crunchwrap into the pan. Finally, we have a real, fresh, as of 3 minutes ago, Crunchwrap. We have a Taco Bell like literally a block away. Then we have our Crunchwrap from Remington James. Now, obviously the biggest difference to start is they have their tortillas perfect so that they actually closed, while Remington James doesn't. I don't really care about that. I care about the flavor, the crunch. Secondly, I used a real tostada. It was 12 calories more, and there were no baked tostadas at the grocery store, so 12 calories, don't really care. The most interesting part about this is Remington really freestyles this. There's no refried beans on a real Crunchwrap. There's no pico de gallo on a real Crunchwrap. There's sour cream on a real Crunchwrap. There's tomatoes and lettuce on a real Crunchwrap. So I'm very interested to see how this holds up. And there's the shredded cheese versus nacho cheese on the Crunchwrap. First, I'm going to try Remington's. I'm probably gonna eat about half of it to give you a review on that. Then I'm gonna have the Taco Bell one because I already know what T-Bell's Crunchwrap tastes like, and we will compare the two, which one's better, scale, all that. Let's get it. I don't even know how to start with his. Now, I love beefy 5 layers, so it almost seems like a combination of a beefy 5 layer and a Crunchwrap together. Again, with no sour cream, but nonetheless, the spices in here hit right. The pico de gallo really adds good flavor to it along with all the spices. The meat is cooked perfectly. I really can't tell that it's a low-fat meat. You just gotta watch out. Obviously, if you overcook it, you're really gonna have a bad Crunchwrap. You would have a bad burger if you overcooked the burger though too. No big difference. Wow, pretty damn good when you are qualifying this for a diet, quote unquote, Crunchwrap. What's nice about this is that I can evenly spread out the refried beans. I can evenly spread out the beef. I evenly spread out the pico de gallo. The problem with Taco Bell is depending who's making your Crunchwrap, you could have all nacho cheese on one side, beef on the other, cream on the third. It's like not consistent. If you get a perfectly made Crunchwrap, it is mwah. Very good, but I'm halfway done with this and I want to keep eating it. So I'm gonna take one more bite and then we're gonna get into the regular Crunchwrap. I'm not gonna be able to rate this on a fullness scale because I still have to eat the Taco Bell Crunchwrap and I'm only eating half of this one, but I can almost guarantee that if I only had Remington's Crunchwrap, that I would be full and satisfied, especially for only one of the meals of the day. It's kind of similar to the egg rolls I made. The mac and cheese egg rolls, filling, yes. Stuffed like an anabolic ice cream, no. Fullness, can't really rate it, but I would guess it would be in in the 8s. Taste is very good. I wish there was some sour cream in there. I wish that he would have bought a fire sauce from like Walmart. They have Taco Bell fire sauce there, and added whatever mild fire, medium. I don't even know what the middle one is. But if he would have added some sauce to it from Taco Bell, I think it would have taken to that next level along with the sour cream. We will get into the regular one here, and I'm excited for this one. So the first bite, I got no vegetables. Shout out to Baja Blast, best soda out there, minimum top 3. But as I'm drinking it, I always think it's the best every single time. And the diet one too, which that one's the diet one, still extremely good. Now, if you didn't know, Taco Bell uses light sour cream. So it's not even out of everything that it uses on here that's high calorie. The sour cream is actually light sour cream, but even the light sour cream just hits just right. Question for you guys though. Do you guys like a thick sour cream or more of like a thin, not watery, but thinner sour cream? I like both, but I really do enjoy Taco Bell's thinner sour cream. The lettuce, the cheese, tomatoes, the sour cream. The Crunchwrap just does everything right. I don't know what it is to me, but it just, I'm speechless. I love being speechless when it comes to food because that means I'm happy as f. The real key move, if there's not like cheese in one place and there's meat in another place, you take 2 bites. Clutch move. Although overall, this Taco Bell did a very good job of spreading everything out as it should be. Now, from what I understand, the Crunchwrap from Taco Bell is just about the same calories as Remington's Crunchwrap. Can you fact check that for me right now? Actually, just went and fact checked right now. Essentially the same calories, 16 measly grams of protein, but delicious. 52 grams in the Crunchwrap that Remington makes. Completely makes sense. This really is an anabolic. Right off the bat, I'm gonna say just for the increase in protein itself would make his better. But if we're going off flavor, there's nothing like some nacho cheese. There's nothing like some sour cream. And there's just nothing like, to me, I love the vegetables. I know his has the pico de gallo, but the tomato with the lettuce is just so good. God. Taco Bell makes me happy. It's about the only fast food place that makes me happy like this. I think all the other places are pretty much trash, but I digress. Flavor on this, and once again, so if I'm at a luxury restaurant and I'm saying something's a 9 and I rate this a 9, it's not the same 9. I'm rating this on like a fast food type of scale. This is like, oh my God, 8.9. Very solid, very solid. It can use some improvements, always can, but very solid overall. I can't complain. I don't even care when the tostada gets soggy. It's just so damn good. So at the end of the day, is this Crunchwrap from Taco Bell better? Absolutely. However, for over triple the protein and still damn tasty, I'm going with Remington's Crunchwrap every day of the week. It is good to know though, as long as I could hold back and just get a Crunchwrap and a large diet Baja Blast, that I could actually fit this into my calories. I thought this was more like 650, 700 calories. So that's new news to me. I love it. I'm gonna go finish this Taco Bell. I'm gonna eat the rest of Remington's Crunchwrap, and it's time to go to bed. So until next time, I will see you in that next one. Deuces.